Hi, my name is Hazel Gardner and I'm a floral designer, and I am self-employed, so I'm responsible for everything that I do in terms of my business. In terms of an average day, there isn't really one, because working with flowers you can sometimes be stuck in front of your laptop, dealing with clients' emails, inquiries, doing proposals. Other days you can be out on set, or you could be installing, or you could be doing a recce. I work with lots of different people, such as I work with brands, I work with personal clients who do weddings or they have private parties. I also do lots of editorials, and so every day is really exciting because I never quite know what it's going to bring. I came to working in flowers. Initially, my mum is an amazing gardener, so I was dragged around kind of gardens and garden centres as a kid. But I've always really loved just being outside. That was definitely accelerated when about 10 years ago, I was diagnosed with really rare cancer and had lots of horrible treatment. But through that, I really found solace in being outside and gardening. And that's where the kind of passion in myself really started. It was a real tonic to be able to do that. The bits about my job that I really like are meeting people. I'm quite academic, so I like kind of spreadsheets and organisation and that whole kind of business side to it, as well as kind of like the really gorgeous just creating side. But I think the thing that I like the least is probably the very early starts, and it's really physical. So I think people don't realise how physical it is. You've got to kind of just be really motivated to want to dig deep, and you could be really tired and have to lug 100 buckets of water up 1,000 stairs, and then there's so much cleaning of vases afterwards, but I think you just kind of get through it on the adrenaline, because I do a lot of events, I do a lot of brand events, and just like seeing your designs come to life gets you through all those kind of other bits. I think that's definitely the best bit, when you can see all the hard work come to fruition in like your design, whether it's working on a shoot or working with a big client, that's a brand, say it's like a big kind of press event. That's the buzz bits that kind of keep you going. If I had to give you any advice, I would just say go for it. I know you might not see yourself in a lot of the horticulture industry, but there are definitely people of all kind of different descents that work in horticulture. So I would just say go for it. I know some of you might be even scared to admit that you love working with plants or you like being outside. But yeah, definitely like just feel your passion and just have the confidence to go out and say that's what you want to do. And I'm really passionate about inspiring others to do this job. I really think that it's open to, as I say, so many different people, and it will give you so much back as well. And also in terms of kind of finance, you can completely live off the salary of somebody working in flowers, definitely. But it will also give you so much joy through working with plants and flowers, and nothing is ever the same in the plant world. There's always new things. There's always something to really inspire you. So if you're creative in any way, or you just love plants, I think that passion will keep you going. And in terms of training, you can do a college course, but then also you can train with a florist. So many florists I know have just, started a job, sometimes part-time, sometimes while they were still at school, and then they found out that they really loved working in that florist shop or working with plants or working outside, and it's gone from there. I would definitely suggest for you to just contact anybody that you think you would like to work with, see if they've got any positions. And then in terms of preparation, I would just kind of visit different gardens, find out more about flowers. I really love knowing the names of flowers. You don't have to, but I just think it really helps. It also really helps to know how things grow. That really kind of informs my designing. So I think, just educate yourself around it. That's what I did at the beginning. I just read so many books and so many articles, and watched so many YouTubes. I still watch YouTube to try and learn how to do something. So there's some absolutely amazing kind of free resources out there. And I would just encourage you to just, you know, just start and approach people. And working with flowers is really magical. It is hard work, but what it will give you back is so incredible, and it's really rewarding. And just be able to see, just to be able to make something with your hands and be able to use, you know, I use dried flowers, faux flowers, so I use lots of different materials, which just keeps it really interesting. You will never ever be bored.